from Brooklyn, New York, as the Nets take it to the hardwood here at the Barclays Center. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. This game is part of the travel schedule for Milwaukee. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
Coming into the season, every analyst picked this team to be in the top tier, and boy, have they come through. They are as good as they look on paper and are poised for a playoff run.
It looks like what they're doing is appropriate in terms of its timing, coming together late in the year and ready for the big time.
6 on the shot clock. Hands are the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Just 3 to shoot. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or midseason?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Here's Antetokounmpo. James Harden picking up that last basket. The wide open look here for Lopez. Misses the 3. Here's Irving. And the rejection by Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Giannis with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Antetokounmpo, no good. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. The wide open look for Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
The kick out to Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Bangs home the trifecta.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Holiday attacking. And here is Lopez. Last game he had 12. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the 3 ball. Brook Lopez has worked hard to do that.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
That's good from Durant. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And they'll keep possession. Craig, good. And here are the Nets. They're on a 16-6 run. With it. That shot off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
Now here's Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Harden, and the basket is good. And the Bucks with possession here, trailing here by 8. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Back to Portis. Pass to Craig. Down his high post. Portis in the post. Kicks it out to Giannis. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Nets.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
It's pretty evident to see that Kevin Durant is driven to be a great player, but it's his love for the game. The passion he has for basketball is something that's just off the charts. I know he's anxious to have another great competitive year in the NBA.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play,